still the vibe. Good to have you back. Bruce Lee, the world's most famous martial artist, no doubt about it, but his impact on pop culture goes way beyond his fists. To celebrate the 50 years since his passing, the Hong Kong Heritage Museum is hosting an awesome pop-up exhibition showcasing the incredible legacy he left behind.
When people think of Kung Fu, Bruce Lee is a name that comes to mind. But more than just his moves, he's also known as a cultural icon for his style, films, and philosophy. With a career spanning across Hong Kong and the United States, Lee is credited for helping to bridge the gap between the East and the West. And to commemorate 50 years since his passing, the Hong Kong Heritage Museum has organized Bruce Lee a Timeless Classic, a pop-up exhibition that lasts till January. Here are magazine covers that focus on Lee's Jeet Kune Do, a type of martial arts that he founded and draws from various types of combat disciplines and philosophy. Another highlight is a commemorative calendar for the premiere of his film The Way of the Dragon, which was his only completed directorial film. Visitors can also get a chance to check out action figures, stamp collections, comics, and a replica of Lee's diagram on different ways to attack.
In our pop display, you can see that we mainly focus on Bruce Lee's legacy on popular culture. We put more efforts on the ambience in the display gallery. So we try to feature Bruce Lee's teaching. We have a mural wall feature his wording and his legacy about how he deal with the challenge, overcome the difficulties, and also how he encouraged himself to be a more confident and stronger person to prepare for future challenges.
Many of you may know this iconic look from Bruce Lee's last film, The Game of Death. But you may not know that this film didn't just inspire fashion choices in other films like Kill Bill, it also inspired the format for many video games. Its original concept involves fighting your way to the top of a tower by defeating enemies on each level. Sound familiar? And for those wanting a wider glimpse into Lee's life and achievements, a bigger and permanent exhibition is offered on another floor. For example, you can find Lee's notes on a fight choreography from The Game of Death, which was completed by another director and stand-in actors after his death. These were boxing and fencing masks worn by Lee. On top of Wing Chun, he also incorporated elements from those sports into his Jeet Kune Do. And you may not have guessed this, but Lee liked to write poems in his free time. To mark this anniversary, the museum has also organized a Bruce Lee-themed camp for children and hosted a screening for The Kid, a film in which Lee debuted at 9 years old and co-starred with his father. He was discovered by director Feng Feng, whose daughter also co-starred with him in the film.
In observing Bruce's every move from their interactions, my father detected that he had a lot of personality. So this script was tailor-made for him to let him shine in his own element. During filming, my dad really gave him free rein to move about and express himself in his own way, and the cameras would cater to his movements.
Outside the museum, a snapshot with Bruce Lee's signature move is usually a must.
In 1978, I watched The Game of Death with my family, and I became his fan up till now. To us, he's a hero. He's so powerful, especially for boys who need to find idols to model after. He's number one.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch his films, and it really inspired me to join like Kung Fu lessons, Taekwondo, Karate. At that time, there was a lot of people interested in doing that, so it was great for everyone to get healthy. So it's a pity that he's gone. I couldn't believe the day he passed away. So yeah, it gives me a lot of memories.
He said Kung Fu martial art is a form of way to express yourself honestly and naturally, right? It is my motto. He said using no way as ways and having no limitation as limitation. I pick up his motto. When I handle any circumstances, I apply the same rule.
Even though Bruce Lee passed away at such an early age, his legacy certainly continues to have a lasting impact on the world. Ann Chang, CGTN, Hong Kong.